Hi, I'm Brad Madix. I'm the president of Diablo Digital, a live Pro Tools rental company in partnership with Greg Price.
Hi, this is Greg Price, live sound engineer for 45 years. Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath, Rage Against the Machine, and many, many other bands I have worked with.
Recently I've been working with Florence and the Machine and Katy Perry. I've worked in the past with Shakira, and just a list of clients going back 35 years.
In the beginning, we started with Sonnet products, starting with the XMac Mini server, rackmount Mini.
To the Echo 3R, which is kind of the workhorse of the company for a long time. We have XMac Pro servers, and now the DuoModo. When we were first deploying the Echo 3R, we thought it would be great if we could have a 2U unit that had the 3 PCIe slots and the computer in it. When we've been talking with Sonnet about that for some time, we have a great relationship with Sonnet, and they're definitely responsive to our wants and needs, and the DuoModo materialized.
Our DuoModo module here at Diablo Digital has the XMac Mini module and the Echo 3 module. The Echo 3 module allows us to embed 3 HDX cards from Avid that gives us 192 tracks at 96K. The choice was so simple. In 2U and the world-class chassis that is the DuoModo with the computer, the CPU, and the PCI bus, what an elegant piece of equipment Sonnet has designed.
The DuoModo is a big problem solver for us. It's the idea of being able to get 3 PCI cards and a computer in the same 2U frame is really a game changer. We're pairing it up with some the Avid Matrix product so we can ingest Dante, both Dante and Madi. It's 4 rack spaces giving us 192 channels of record. It's really huge.
A band like U2, they're topping out at 128 tracks. Now we can afford them 192 tracks at 96K. They're going to be thrilled. In the XMac Mini module, you guys are going to find a joy. First of all, we wanted M.2 storage. It gives us that right inside the module.
We're installing 2 terabyte M.2 SSD cards for 4 terabytes of SSD on board. And it's super handy that it also has a USB port for the Pro Tools iLok, so that the iLok is inside the XMac Mini module as opposed to dangling out the back or run off in a cable off the side, which is sort of how we've had to handle that before.
On the front of the XMac Mini module, you have all kinds of ports right at your access on the very front of the device.
Somebody can transfer their file to a drive, or even on Thunderbolt 3, if you have the right drive, you can record directly to a drive, just come out the front and hand it off to the client right after the show.
The Apple Mac Mini in this config, it is so powerful. It outpaces the laptop era, if you will, and it's really industrial, it's really pro, and it gives us what we want.
Currently installing the last Intel version of the Mac Mini. The Mac Mini is really an underestimated computer, I think. That last Intel version with the current version of Pro Tools, we were ingesting in 192 tracks via Dante through the Matrix and recording 192 tracks at one time in a 192 by 192 mix matrix within Pro Tools, and the CPU usage on the computer was running at approximately 2%. Sometimes 1%. The computer itself is hardly doing any of the work, which means it's less likely to crash. In fact, we've yet to see it actually crash. So pawning basically all of the required power onto the HDX cards and all of the matrixing into the matrix.
Here at Diablo Digital, we don't just send a box out. We do rigorous testing. And what does that mean?
We've recorded hundreds of hours on this thing already. Just some of it just in the shop here, sort of putting it through its paces.
Just to make sure it will record and play back day in, day out without any issues.
I mean, it's rock solid, and that's critical because it's not acceptable at a live concert to lose the to lose the recording, or for the computer to crash, or to lose communication with the HDX cards. There's sort of a very, very low tolerance for failure on these things, and so far the DuoModo has really held up great.
Why I say world-class chassis? Remember, I'm a front-of-house engineer. That means this gear goes in an airplane, it goes on a bus, it goes in a plane, it goes on trucks bumping up and down the highway in Brazil. Guess what? The Sonnet comes back in perfect condition.
Diablo Digital has been working with Sonnet for several years now, and we just love the relationship. The DuoModo with the XMac Mini and the Echo 3 modules in it is a game changer for us. I mean, it's really going to consolidate and our systems and make them even more powerful. We need to be able to count on that, and we can count on Sonnet.